Fox News alert: former President Trump facing 37 felony counts related to mishandling classified information, obstruction of justice, and providing false statements throughout the course of the special counsel's investigation. His 2024 primary rivals joining other Republican lawmakers in calling out the Department of Justice for unprecedented charges and accusing the Biden administration of weaponizing the Department of Justice to take out the president's top rival.
What we've seen over the last several years is the weaponization of the Department of Justice against the former president.
Joe Biden and his cronies are trying to take out their chief political opponent. This has never happened before in American history, Laura. We are in dangerous, dangerous waters, and it is because of Joe Biden.
I think at the end of the day, what people see is a sitting president and his DOJ going after the leading political rival in the middle of a presidential campaign.
You know, you're watching the executive branch try to take out their political enemies because of the accusations against the Biden family.
Here now to dive into this is attorney and former NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro and Washington Times opinion editor and Fox News contributor Charlie Hurt. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Paul, I want to go to you first because what do we need to know from this indictment? And specifically, and I know this is some legalese here, but it goes back to discretion. I want to understand why they charged Donald Trump here and not charge Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden.
Well, Lawrence, I wish I had a better answer for you to that question because it goes to the clips that you just showed. Obviously, there appears to be something of a double standard here. I mean, if you look at, let's just say, the Hillary Clinton case, because we know a lot more of those facts at this point, we know that in her case, Clinton destroyed documents, 30,000 emails, the famous BleachBit software. So we know that she actually destroyed evidence in an ongoing probe. And then we had this unprecedented, strange moment where James Comey, head of the FBI, came out and said, essentially, declined prosecution, which is not even his role. That's supposed to be the Attorney General. So the Dems at that point really seemed to be making it up as they went along. And it's very glaring compared to what we saw today at the press conference and in the indictment that dropped, that the same standard does not seem to apply when it comes to Donald Trump.
If I could now shift to the politics of this, Charlie, I know some Republicans got in this race just to keep it real because they were anticipating this indictment. And they say, if he got indicted, then we need the guy who's going to be the golden child to save the Republican Party. But as I talk with Republican voters, they're really ticked off at the thought of that. Yeah. And it's almost as if there's been a double down now from the voters saying, actually, we want you guys to get in line with Donald Trump. Am I missing that, Charlie?
No, I think that's exactly right, Lawrence. And that's kind of the funny sort of tight rope walk that a lot of these Republicans who've gotten into the race face right now, because on the one hand, they want to, obviously they want to be the alternative that's left standing in their minds. But in reality, they also have to remember that, as you say, I think most Republican voters look at Donald Trump and they see a guy who is being unfairly persecuted. He's being persecuted for his politics. He is being persecuted because he is such an existential threat to the establishment of Washington, and he has been for 6 years now, and this is why they're going after him. And it's interesting, all of these indictments, to me, prove exactly the argument that Trump made in 2016 for why he wanted to run in the first place, and makes the argument why Donald Trump is running again, because Washington is such a cesspool of dishonesty and political corruption, where they go after, use the most awesome powers of our government to go after political enemies, to push a political agenda just to benefit people here in Washington and screw over regular, normal American voters. And I think that regular people see through it. And I would argue that it's not just Republican voters. I think regular Democrat, a lot of independent voters and even some Democrat voters look at this and they see the same thing. And, Americans love an outlaw who's fighting for them. And I think that Donald Trump has sort of cornered the market on that right now.
So real quickly, Paul, I'm not a lawyer. Can the president still run with this indictment?
He can. And, very clearly, to Charlie's point, DOJ is signaling that they want a speedy trial. That's a little bit of a tell, right? They want to get this into court, try to get him convicted before the election comes up. But I don't think that's going to happen. You have a lot of very thorny legal issues here that are unprecedented. The indictment seems to indicate that the prosecutors have pierced the attorney-client privilege. You have a sitting president who has got classified documents that he may or may not have had the ability to declassify. You have a lot of novel legal issues here. That stuff takes time. So I don't think they're going to get it done before the election. But to answer your question, he can run for president from prison.
Yeah. It just all seems so dirty, but we're going to be following it because that's our job. Gentlemen, thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.